Boruto and Code are working together to attack the Hidden Leaf Village. As we have seen in Chapter 1 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, Code infiltrates the village with his 10 Tails creatures, and Boruto arrives right after him to save the day. Though the real question is, are these two working together? That is a possibility. Let's get down to it. So Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 1 just came out. I'm pretty sure you've already read the spoilers and the chapter itself, but there's a few things in this chapter that stick out to me. One being that Boruto and Code are working together. The other being that Shikamaru knows something, but he doesn't want to say it because he is afraid of a common enemy, and that is Ida, Damon, and Kawaki. So let's get down to it. So first of all, a few points in the chapter that I want to go over. The first is Sarada talking to Shikamaru in the Hokage office. Sarada is trying to tell Shikamaru that Boruto is innocent, at least hear him out, but Shikamaru doesn't want to. This makes you question on why Shikamaru doesn't want to hear out Boruto. I think the reason is Shikamaru knows there is something wrong, because Sarada questioned him about what happened to Momoshiki and how did Kara modify Kawaki's body. I'm pretty sure Shikamaru thought to himself saying, that is right, what happened to Momoshiki? Because Momoshiki was one of the biggest factors in the Boruto series, and all of a sudden for Momoshiki to reside in Kawaki and then boom, disappear, it doesn't make sense. Sarada says in the next panels with Sumire that everyone has slowly been brainwashed over the years. They believe their memories so much that whatever's happened in the past, they don't question it. This is where I think Shikamaru knows what's up. I think Shikamaru knows that Boruto's innocent because Shikamaru is one of the smartest characters in the Naruto series. Shikamaru at this moment knows his memories are wrong, but he's telling Sarada to not act up and not to give away her position because he doesn't want Ida, Damon, or Kawaki to know that something is wrong. And that is shown to us by the flashback scene in the next few panels when Sarada and Sumire are talking to Damon. There's a flashback of Shikamaru saying, don't let Damon catch on, otherwise he's gonna kill you. So if Shikamaru knows there's something wrong with his memories, but he's not trying to give away his position, it could be possible that he is plotting something, that he plans on taking down Ida, Kawaki, and Damon. Because of what happens near the end of the chapter, when Boruto arrives in the village, Shikamaru specifically says, all fighters are to prioritize Code and his claw grimes, but keep an eye on Boruto's movements and try to figure out his plan. So the real question is, why is Shikamaru saying that? If Boruto is the Hokage killer and he tried to kill the Hokage son Kawaki, why is Shikamaru saying everyone go after Code and his grime claws, but leave Boruto alone, but just keep an eye on him? Why is Shikamaru saying it like that? There has to be a bigger picture here and a bigger plan with Shikamaru knowing what's going on, but he's trying to act like a model and not know what's going on because he doesn't want to give away his position, which is why he tells Sarada to calm down and to let it go. So I don't think Shikamaru was really being an asshole to Sarada. He just didn't want her slipping up and her getting killed by Damon, who can basically one-shot anybody.
Shikamaru also has to watch out for Ida,
because Shikamaru knows that Ida has the Senrai and she's able to see all the events happening. Thus, what if it's possible that Boruto, Code, and Shikamaru are working together, but Code doesn't really know that Boruto's still working with the village? This is where my theory comes into play. Just moments before Boruto comes to the village, we have Code here. When Code attacks the village, he goes to Sarada directly, and he tells Sarada, nice to finally meet you, Uchiha Sarada. He says it where it's like he's heard of her before. So what if Boruto has been talking about Sarada to Code? There has to be a reason why he's coming after Sarada and saying it's finally nice to meet you. Now this goes into Boruto's bigger plan. Code arrives in the village with his grime claws and he attacks the village. Mainly he attacks Sarada to call out Boruto, but that is actually a front that Code attacks Sarada because he knows that if Ida is watching, he's gonna know that if he attacks Sarada, Boruto will come and save her. Thus that will be Boruto's entrance in the village while secretly working alongside Code. Because what really throws me off is Code saying, I've been chasing him for almost 2 years and I'm tired now. That doesn't sound like Code. Why would he all of a sudden get tired and not chase after Boruto? Because we've seen before how eager he was to go after Boruto, how eager he was to go after Kawaki, but all of a sudden now he's tired chasing Boruto. That is actually a lie on Code's part, and Code actually infiltrated the village with Boruto. So if Boruto, being the intermediate between Shikamaru and Code, they scheme something all together to attack the village, it could be possible, so that Ida doesn't catch on who's the bad guy. But Code is just a front, while Boruto is the guy behind Code, while Shikamaru is on the other side plotting with Boruto. And thus Boruto attacks the village now to get back at Kawaki. So I think Code purposely invades the village and goes after Sarada so he could call out Boruto, and Boruto stepping on his face is all an act in front of Ida, Kawaki, and everybody to show that Boruto is not really working with Code, but he is actually secretly working with Code. Because when Boruto arrives at the scene and Sarada Sarada is standing behind him, have you noticed that none of the Grime Claws are attacking any of them? The Grime Claws, as we've seen before, they attack instantly, but in this case, they don't attack when Boruto is standing there with Sarada. So that means that those Grime Claws are not meant to attack Sarada or Boruto, but they're just to call out Boruto so Boruto comes in the village. And thus now Boruto and Code are both gonna team up and take down Kawaki, because Kawaki is the common enemy. Once Kawaki is taken down, they could both take down Damon. And Boruto waited all this time because he wasn't strong enough. Because Shikamaru says, why did Code attack after all this time? It's because Boruto was getting stronger, and to attack the village, Boruto needed a bigger army, in case him and Code aren't enough against Kawaki, Damon, and Ida. Now you're probably wondering, why would Code and Boruto team up? Well, this right here is actually because of Boruto telling Code Kawaki is the one he actually wants. And Boruto provides proof to Code showing Momoshiki's karma. Because if you remember, Code inspected Naruto and Sasuke after the Momoshiki fight for Momoshiki's karma. But if Code sees Momoshiki's karma, he is for sure gonna doubt his own memories and will question to himself if Boruto is really lying or not. But to prove to Code that Boruto is really Boruto and that Kawaki is actually an imposter, Momoshiki is gonna come out of Boruto.
It's also possible in the past battles between Boruto and Code, Momoshiki might have spawned when Boruto was pushed to the limits. So in that case, it was Momoshiki versus Code, and Momoshiki is the one who gave Code his eye scar. And upon seeing Momoshiki, Code is going to be really surprised. He's going to question to himself, saying that, aren't you supposed to be Ishiki?
Because it would make Code question himself, thinking that if Kawaki killed Momoshiki, why does Kawaki not have Momoshiki's karma? And if Boruto was the one with Ishiki's karma, why doesn't he have Ishiki's dojutsu and Ishiki's abilities? So Code is most likely going to question himself. So thus Code is going to know that his memories are fake, and he will probably want to get his memories back to the way they were, and most likely take down Kawaki. And so Boruto and Code make a temporary partnership to attack the village and to get back at Kawaki, but in reality, Code is being used.
Code will also follow Boruto because Boruto is a full Otsutsuki, and Code admires the Otsutsukis. He has a thing for them. So if Boruto takes the leadership role, then Code might follow.
So that's why I think they're plotting. Now, I know this is just a theory that Boruto and Code are working together, but it is a possibility because we don't know the whole story yet. We don't know how Code got the eye cut, though it could have been Boruto or Sasuke, or if Boruto and Code are really working together, and this is all a front to trick Ida. Just like how Sarada and Sumire are tricking Ida now, Boruto and Code working together could also be a trick. At the same time, Boruto and Shikamaru are working together, because Shikamaru clearly tells everybody to attack Code and his Grime Claws, but not to attack Boruto, but just to focus on him. So in this case, Shikamaru is actually trying to get rid of Code, but he's trying to keep Boruto alive. Because I don't think Shikamaru is that stupid to write off Boruto and not listen to Sarada or Sumire. He has to know there's something wrong, especially with Boruto. So Shikamaru, knowing something is wrong, he did meet up with Boruto, or possibly talk to him through his mind, so that Ida doesn't know what's really going on. Because I'm pretty sure Shikamaru had the thoughts of what happened to Momoshiki and how did Kawaki's body get modified if Kawaki was born and raised in the village. And if Kawaki made the final blow on Momoshiki, why hasn't he got Momoshiki's karma? This is all going to spark questions in Shikamaru's mind. He's going to go to Boruto, the source, and talk to him and see if Boruto is telling the truth. Thus, Boruto and Shikamaru make a secret plan that no one knows about. Now again, this is just a theory. Let me know what you guys think, and who do you think cut Code's eye? Is it Borushiki, Sasuke, or Boruto? We'll find out in the next few chapters. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come.